Cleveland Cavaliers and the Los Angeles Clippers. All right, as the game gets underway, what is the key to success for Cleveland tonight?
Mike, I've heard all about Lob City. It isn't about Lob City. It's about point guard city. When Chris Paul came to the Clippers, he turned them from a entertaining team into a big-time championship level team. Why? Because he can probe the defense, he knows when to pass and when to shoot. This guy is an intense competitor that's the envy of every other team in this league.
The Cavaliers coming off an impressive win in their previous game against Golden State. Jeff, they won for a number of reasons. What would you say was the most important?
Say it with me, Mike. Come on. It's a make or miss league. You know it. They did it. They made it from the three, and when you have the three-pointer going, I don't care who you are, you're tough to beat.
Boy, there's some incredible point guards these days in the NBA, Jeff. And you look at a guy like Kyrie Irving. Is anybody a better ball handler?
Now listen, he is a special player. When he's at the top of the floor, either in transition, one-on-one, or in the high pick and roll. The guy has a unique handle. He can get to any spot on the floor he wants. And his greatness has been obscured prior to LeBron James coming back to Cleveland because he wasn't playing in any meaningful games. Now, because of James and Kevin Love being there, they're playing in meaningful games, and we're getting to see all of his talents come to the forefront.
To the line, shooting two.
And Mike, it's all been said about LeBron James, but where he's evolved the most to me is his demeanor. He continues to embrace the challenges that come before him. He honors his teammates, he honors his coaches, and he honors his organizations that he plays with the effort and the attention to detail with which he plays.
Jeff, I didn't know that Love's middle name, Wesley, was in honor of former NBA star Wes Unseld. He's a family friend. And Unseld, just like Love, a big guy who can rebound and throw great outlet passes.
Well, that's what gets overlooked a lot of times with Love, and his shooting and his rebounding sort of dominate the conversation. But those outlet passes that he throws, those pinpoint passes, does remind you a little bit of Wes Unseld, who was by far the best of all time at the outlet pass.
Puts it up, gets that one to drop.
This is the difference between college and the NBA. The ability to take on the second defender, contort your body, and still finish.
Hall against Irving. Sloppy ball handling. Turnover forced by James. In the paint. Won't go.
You got to finish with strength in the paint. You can't go up weak like that.
Pass to the corner. That's a three-pointer. The defense nowhere near him. And Jamal Crawford with the play from way downtown. He's averaging 14 points per game this season.
Oh, beautiful footwork right there to stay in bounds, rise up, and knock in the three ball.
The assist from number 2, Kyrie Irving.
You know, Jeff, most people recognize Jamal Crawford as a great scorer, but it takes a special talent to be able to be instant offense off the bench.
Yeah, and I think it takes a special mindset, Mike, to be able to see yourself in a six-man role when oftentimes he could say, I'm better than the guy that's starting ahead of me. He can hit you with so many ways to score. The three-point shot, the pick-and-roll game. He's a great free throw shooter. He's one of the all-time great streak scorers.
James on the drive, puts it up for two, gets it to go.
Cleveland is having great success in this game for one simple reason: offensive awareness. These guys are showing some great chemistry.
To Paul. He's averaging 9 assists per game this season. Puts it up from three-point range as the shot clock goes down to 2. 3.5 gone by in the first. Cleveland's down by 1. James on the drive at the rim, and a nice finish at the basket.
You need guys who can make shots under duress and pressure. That was a well-defended possession, but that man stuck it even against the best defense.
Nice ball movement. We talk so much about DeAndre Jordan's defense and his shot blocking. This guy, though, Jeff, he's a solid, efficient scorer.
Because he knows what shots he can make. He's going to score on dunks, on layups, and within 3 feet of the basket. He's a great pick-and-roll player, rolling to the rim, catching the lob. I like it when people know who they are and are not constantly trying to reinvent themselves where their strength now becomes a weakness.
First free throw, perfect.
Substitutions, L.A. Subbing in for the Cavaliers, number 8, Matthew Dellavedova.
And gets both points from the line. Cleveland's leading Los Angeles by a score of 17-14. To Crawford. Green's looking to do damage in the paint. Pass to the corner. To Crawford. He's got 6 points in this game. With 3 seconds on the clock, Griffin's shot misses for 2. Fry coming across. To James. James for 3. And LeBron James with the jumper. Puts it in.
There's nothing prettier than seeing a big-time shooter knocking a 3 from straight on.
To Crawford. He's got 6 points in this game. He's blocked. Final seconds. And there's the buzzer. First quarter comes to an end. Cleveland's up by 6. Stay with us for more NBA on ESPN Sunday.